Financial Intelligence Moment.
This is Financial Intelligence Moment. The difference between the rich and the poor is knowledge. Financial Intelligence Moment is designed to expose some of the financial mistakes that has kept the poor poorer. The poor desires financial security, while the rich takes risk with financial intelligence to achieve financial freedom. The poor in most cases has just one means of income, while the rich has multiple streams of income. The question is, do you spend more than you earn?
This is Financial Intelligence Moment.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good day, wherever you are. My name is Charles Eze. They call me the FBI coach. FBI stands for Financial and Business Intelligence Coach. What I do is to delete what you know about money and restore a new money thinking system in you. I teach you the 3 M's of money: making money, managing money, multiplying money. Welcome to the Grace Impact Radio, where word, music, and entertainment lives. Here we give it out hot and spicy from the oven to transform your life. You're welcome to today's edition of Financial Intelligence Moment with the FBI Coach. If you're joining for the first time, you're most welcome. I appreciate every of my listeners. And I appreciate those joining from Facebook, not Facebook, I beg your pardon, from YouTube. and all my returning subscribers, I appreciate every one of you. And if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, kindly do so by clicking on the subscription button. And remember to share the link you have. Share the video with others. Let's be a blessing wholesale. All right, that being said, last week we started off discussing on the 21 reasons you are not yet a millionaire. And we treated reason number 1 to number 5. If you missed it, kindly go to my YouTube channel and take a look at it. Last week's video, I'll see if I can drop a link to the video in the description section of this video. All right, so today we are continuing with reason 6. The 6th reason you are not yet a millionaire is because you have little or no assets. Robert Kiyosaki, the author of Rich Dad, Poor Dad, who happens to be one of my financial mentors, clearly defined assets and liabilities in a very unique way. He said, assets puts money back into your pocket, while liabilities are the things that takes money away from you. Assets are economic resources that put money back into your pocket, including cash, while liabilities are those things that takes money away from you. Don't get me wrong. There are liabilities that are of necessity. Back in the days, we say that having a car is a luxury, but it's not a luxury today. Having a car is a necessity. Yes, it can be a liability. It can be an asset. It depends on what you're using it for. Whichever one, having a car is a necessity, not a liability. But there are some liabilities you need to stay away from. And before acquiring all these liabilities, you should think of having assets. Assets are those things that will keep increasing the money you have. Assets are source of passive income. Passive income is an income you earn because you have built a system that is sustainable, that keeps bringing money back into your pocket, even when you don't raise a finger. Your passive income portfolio might be small, but it's okay to start small and grow big. You have a rental apartment, rental property, I beg your pardon. That's a real estate where people live and they pay you rent. It's an asset. It generates passive income. You have a shop, you let it out, people pay you rent from it. It's an asset. It generates rental income. You have a piece of land and you leased it to maybe a mechanic workshop or farmers, you just give out the land to some persons to use within a certain period of time, and they pay you money every month, every quarter, every year, as the case may be, is an asset. You have a vehicle, you decide to put it on one of the hailing vehicles in town. There are so many of them, like Uber, like Bolt, which used to be Taxify. It depends on what you have in your country, and they pay you returns every day, every week, every month, as the case may be. It's an asset because you're not exchanging your time and money at the same time. Basically, whatever you are not exchanging your time for, but it's putting money back into your pocket, is an asset. So if you want to be a millionaire, you need to create multiple assets. You might have written ebooks. You put it up on Amazon, and it's generating income for you. Every time people buy the book, Amazon takes theirs and they credit your account. Is an asset. You don't write that book again, but it keeps generating money. That's intellectual property. I have a lot of assets here and there that is generating money for me that I don't exchange my time for. So if you want to be a millionaire, you must learn to build assets. That's the summary of the whole thing. You must learn to build assets. Start building your asset, no matter how small, as you keep fine-tuning it, as you keep developing it, it keeps expanding. All right? Number 7 reason you are not yet a millionaire is that you have too many liabilities. Just like we said earlier, if you want to be a millionaire, you need to have multiple assets. Then if you really want to be a millionaire, you need to have less liabilities. Like we talked about, we defined liabilities earlier. Liabilities are those things that takes money away from you. According to Akin Alabi, whose book we are reviewing today, he said it amazes him how people fail to see the obvious, how people fail to see the reasons why their money just keep going. There is no way one can get ahead financially if your liabilities are so many. Let me tell you, you built a house or you bought a house, you live in it with your family that is not generating rental income. May I let you know that you don't have an asset? You have a liability, because it will keep taking money away from you. I know somebody will say to me, Charles, please stop that. It's not true. You can argue it, but that's the truth. You don't have an asset because you keep carrying out repairs. You carry out plumbing repairs. You carry out electrical repairs. At some point, you paint the house. You do a repainting. Now, it's not bad to build a house and live in it. But before you start acquiring liabilities, make sure you have assets. It's very important. My mentor drew my ear on that. Said, Charles, never wear the clothes people expect you to wear. Don't drive the type of car people expect you to drive. Don't live in the type of house people expect you to live in. Build from behind. Let your testimony announce you. Don't show off. As a matter of fact, it's only the poor man that wants to show off. The poor man wants people to believe, make believe. Let me use that word. We want people to believe he's wealthy, but in the real sense, he's not. He's struggling. Why not humble yourself, start small and grow big? Reduce your liabilities. Those things that are not putting money back into your pocket, those things that are stealing from your financial future, reduce from it. Because you saw Mr. A went on vacation with his family and you gather all the money you have just to look good because you want to rub shoulders with Mr. A. You decided to carry your family on that international vacation. You come back and you are looking at the ceiling, your wife is looking, you start struggling again. Before you spend money on luxuries, make sure you have an asset that is replacing that money. Before, I remember one of my mentors was talking about a young man who purchased a helicopter. Meanwhile, he doesn't have a place where he will park the helicopter. He doesn't know that because he won a lottery and because he's not financially intelligent, the money was just driving him. A fool and his money are soon parted. So you need good financial knowledge. You need to understand how money works. You need to understand the language of money. Money is like a game, a Ludo game. If you understand how it works, you keep winning at the game. But if you don't know, they win you and you lose everything you have. That's why it is said a fool and his money are soon parted. That's why you sometimes you hear about some persons that are multimillionaires, and after some years, they go bankrupt. Do you know one of the reasons Mike Tyson went bankrupt? Because for every color of suit he had back then, he wears he has a Rolls Royce that goes with it. For every if he's putting on a yellow suit today, he has a yellow Rolls Royce to go with it. If he's putting on a green suit tomorrow, he has a green Rolls Royce to go with it. If he's putting on a black suit the other day, he has a black Rolls Royce to go with it. He invested his money in liabilities. The reason why you are not yet a millionaire is because you have too many liabilities. The earlier you reduce your liabilities, the better for you. Reason number 8. The reason why you are not yet a millionaire is because you are afraid of success. There are some people that are afraid of success. The average Tom next door, according to Akin Alabi, believes that achieving success is glamorous and it's exciting venture. It's a good thing to embark on. At least that is what the media makes it to look like. That's what you see on the social media. We hear the grass to grace stories of many people and how they moved from becoming a peasant to a multimillionaire and all that. But if you look deep, the lives of successful people are not bed of roses. They have gone through a lot. They have gone through thick and thin. They have lost money, a lot of problems, a lot of tribulations, trials. But they decided not to give up. So when you say you're afraid of success, it means you are afraid of failing. You are afraid of problems. You are afraid of associating with successful people. Akin Alabi said, let's take a look at one of the problems. That is the problem of criticism. Some people hate criticism. They don't want to be criticized. They just want everything to go smoothly. I want to burst your bubble. If you really want to become a millionaire, get ready to be criticized. People will call you thief. People will call you unprintable names. People will call you all manner of stuff. But as long as you are building whatever you have within the confines of good values and good virtues, keep at what you're doing. Don't listen to the naysayers. Many people are afraid of such criticisms. They're afraid of people saying bad things, but they want everybody to talk good about them. No, it won't happen that way. Everybody can't say all the good things, all the nice things about you. As a matter of fact, if everyone around you is saying nice things about you, you need to be afraid. You need to be wary. You need to be careful. Something is fishy. That is why those who are afraid of criticism, I beg your pardon, will not get up from their slumber. They will not take a step further to achieve success. So you need to deal with criticism. You need to face it. I tell people, face the music. One day you conduct the choir. Don't listen to what people will say. The most important thing is, what is God saying about you? What is God saying about that decision you are taking? What do you want to do with your life? Why do you want to become a millionaire? All this must be clear. Then follow it head on. As long as you're on the right path, as long as you are doing the right thing within the confines of good ethics and good values, Never give up. Don't listen to naysayers. Don't listen to criticism. Are you getting value from what I'm saying to you today, sharing with you? Oh, so if you haven't invited anyone, please do invite your friends, invite your loved ones, share the link you have with them to be part of what we are sharing and what we are learning today. Let's be a blessing wholesale. Let's invite others to join us on Grace Impact Radio. Let's invite others to join us on the YouTube channel FBI Coach. Let's learn together and affect lives. What we are getting for free, let's also be a blessing to others. Number 9 reason you are not yet a millionaire is because you don't have anyone to push you. Everybody needs someone to push them. Everybody needs someone to stir them up. Everybody needs somebody that would jumpstart him. Akin Alabi shared a story. I came across this story in 2013 or 2012, one of those 2 years. I came across this story, very profound story. Now I'm going to share it with you now. Once upon a time, one rich man, very wealthy, very wealthy. He has a daughter, and the daughter was single at that time. So he said, the only way I will get the best husband for my wife is to put the men to a test. So he sent a town crier, and the town crier went to the community and announced that this wealthy king want all the able young men that want to marry his daughter to be in his palace at 12 noon. So everybody gathered that day, all the young men, well-able young men, they gathered, and they were so eager to, they're showing off themselves, thinking by dressing nice or by showing off their 6-7 packs, they will become the right husband for the lady. And the man said to them, okay, you are interested in being my daughter's husband, right? Good, follow me. So he took them to the other side of his compound, where he had this Olympic-sized swimming pool. And he said to them, any young man that will swim across this swimming pool will have my daughter's hand in marriage. That's not all. I will give you half of my kingdom, and anything else you want, I'll make your wish come through. As the young men were running to jump, he said, hold on. I need to warn you. He told his servant to give him a little goat. He threw the little goat inside the swimming pool, and dangerous wild crocodiles jumped out, devoured the goat. And all the young men started drawing back. They started calling the man names. You are wicked. Okay, no wonder. This is how you became rich. You are a ritualist. And all this, all that. They were saying all manner of stuff. And suddenly, they heard towards the end of on the left side of the swimming pool, they heard, somebody was swimming across in the swimming pool. Swimming, and suddenly he jumped, he dodged the crocodiles on the left, the one on the right, and he got across the swimming pool. All the young men in that place were screaming. They were shouting. This young guy kept his head down and was breathing heavily. He was breathing. The king was so happy. They came to this young man and the king said, congratulations. Congratulations, you made it. Finally, I have a brave man that will be my daughter's husband. And the young man said, King, I'm not interested in your daughter. And he said, but you passed the test. You dodged the crocodiles. You swam across the pool. Why wouldn't you want to be my daughter's husband? He said, I'm not interested. The only thing I want to know right now is who pushed me. And everybody was like, what? Yes, the young man did not swim across that swimming pool on his own accord. Somebody pushed him. But eventually, the person pushed him to greatness. You need someone to push you. You need a mentor. You need an accountability partner. An accountability partner is somebody you can rub minds together. Someone who probably is working on the same path you are working. You are rubbing minds together. Okay, I'm weak in this area. You are weak in that area. Let's come together. Let's help one another. We push each other. I remember when I was growing in my early years, my mentor told me, Charles, you need an accountability partner. I had to find one. In my life, I've had 3 accountability partners. And beyond your accountability partner, you need a mentor. I've seen a lot of people go to their mentors with terms and conditions. You don't do that. If your mentor says, stand here, you stand. If your mentor says, move to the side, you move. And so you need someone to push you. You need someone you are accountable to. You need to put yourself under positive peer pressure if you really want to get out of that stagnation, out of that place where you are. If you really want to become that multi-millionaire or millionaire you desire, you need someone to push you. I believe you get that. Number 10 reason you are not yet a millionaire. You don't read books. Readers are leaders. Readers are earners. I have a group. We call it the Business Hangout. What we do there is to encourage one another, to motivate one another. More like a mastermind group. We build leaders from there. We build whatever business you have. We share lessons. We review books. Every month we have a book we read. This month we are reading a book. We're reading a book by John C. Maxwell. Okay, we are learning about leadership because everything in life rises and falls on leadership. You need to learn not just how to manage your money, you also need to learn how to manage your life, how to lead others, how to have influence over other people. As a matter of fact, this Akin Alabi's book, we have reviewed it in the group. So from the beginning of the year, and since last year, we've been reviewing books. Every month we review. We have one book or the other we review. So if you want to be part of that group, you can chat me up on WhatsApp. I can share the link with you and add you for free. And my WhatsApp number is +234 7033 109363. I'll take that again. +234 7033 109363. And I'll also try to see if I can leave the link to the group in this video so that you can click on the link and you join the group. I'm talking about on my YouTube channel. So you don't read books. If you don't read books, you can learn. There are so many books you want to read. If you want to really make money, you need to read Rich Dad, Poor Dad. How to succeed in and there are a few books which Akin Alabi listed. How to succeed in business by breaking all the rules, written by Dan Kennedy. Rich Dad Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. Rich Dad Cash Flow Quadrant by Robert Kiyosaki. Think Big and Kick Ass by Donald Trump and Bill Zanker. Day Job Killer by Akin Alabi. How to Make It in Nigeria by Sonny Obiazo Ojagbese. Who Wants to Be and so there's so many books you can find out there. So many books. If you really want to make money, you want to become wealthy, you need to learn how to read. There are so many things wealthy people covered in their book that they might not say to you ordinarily. I said last week, if a man writes a book and says, my 70 years on earth, you shouldn't hesitate in buying that book. Make it a priority. Buy the book, read the book, digest the book. When you do that, you are adding to your value. You don't need to get to 70 years to learn from the man's mistakes. My library is richer than my wardrobe. Both my physical library and my ebook library is richer than my wardrobe. Your library should be richer than your wardrobe. I spend money buying audiobooks. I buy video simulations. I just keep learning. No 24 hours leave me the same way the previous 24 hours met me. You need to learn daily. Are you getting value? Great. Number 11 reason you are not yet a millionaire is because you are a pessimist. If you're a pessimist, you'll find it difficult in achieving success. As a matter of fact, pessimists see problem in every solution. I'll say that again. Pessimists, they see problem in every opportunities, in every solution. Optimists are opportunities in problems, while pessimists are problems in opportunity, in opportunities. There are a few words which pessimists use most of the time. Words like, I can't do that. I am not well able. You can't do that here. You are better off with any job than no job. They don't have specific thing they want to achieve. Anything goes. Que sera, sera. Whatever will be, will be. No, no, no. It is what you say will be, will be. The economy is harsh, so small businesses cannot succeed. One cannot make money abroad. It's only men. No. You need to get out of that mentality. And if you have such people around you, please stop listening to them. You need to shut your ears from pessimists. You need to be optimistic. You need to develop your inner values. You need to develop a thick skin. You must be optimistic to achieve financial success. On your way to financial success, you are going to encounter a few setbacks. So if you are not strong-willed, you will likely quit along the way. That's why I said a journey of 1,000 miles does not start with a step. It starts with a decision. You must have that strong will to embark on this journey so that you will not fail along the way. Number 12 reason you are not yet a millionaire is because you are afraid of failure. Yes, you heard that right. You are afraid of failure. Earlier, we talked about the fear of success. Now, it's time to talk about the fear of failure, according to Akin Alabi. And he said, if you're afraid of failing, there is a high tendency or a high chance that you will fail eventually, because what we think most of the time we attract. We attract what we focus on. To achieve success in life and make a lot of money, you will have to undertake a lot of projects. For instance, if you want to be a top entrepreneur, you will need to start new businesses. There is, however, no guarantee that you will succeed in the projects which you lay your hands on. Just like when I fired my boss several years back, I delved into the entrepreneurship world. It wasn't bed of roses. It wasn't sweet. At some point, I failed. At some point, I started regretting, did I make a mistake firing my boss? But I had to remind myself of the values, what I was shooting for. I kept pushing, and eventually it paid off. Even though I'm not asking you to fire your boss today, okay, if I knew what I know today, I wouldn't have fired my boss. I would have remained on that job while I'm building my side business. So if you have a job, you have something doing, keep at it, keep building it, except it's taking so much of your time that you don't even have time to do other things. Then you can start thinking of moving into something else. Zig Ziglar defined fear as false evidence appearing real. And I ask people, what's the benefit of fear? Who has fear helped? It doesn't help anyone in any way. It doesn't add value to you. Don't be afraid of failure. You need to learn to fail forward. When you fail, I often say to myself that I don't fail. I only win or I learn. I learn how not to fail again. I learn better ways not to lose money. When I embark on a business and it doesn't succeed, I consider it as a school fees I pay to learn better. It's an insanity to keep doing the same thing over and over again without having any result, and you keep doing the same thing. It's an insanity. So you don't have to be afraid of failing. What you do is change the strategy. The principle remains the same. What's the principle? You want to become a millionaire, but change the strategy, change a few things you do, and you achieve success. It's just a matter of time. You achieve that success you desire. So this is where we're going to call it a day. This is where we're going to pause for today. And next week, we shall continue again. It's been an amazing time reviewing this book. It's been an amazing time having you on this channel with me on the Grace Impact Radio, where word, music, and entertainment lives, and also having you on my YouTube channel, FBI Coach. I appreciate every one of you, and I look forward to seeing you next week. Have a wonderful day, and bye from here.
This is Financial Intelligence Moment.
Until next week, manage your expenses, increase your income, and keep working towards financial freedom.